TH Wildau, a place where creativity, inventor spirit and newest prototyping technology meet. My name is Marco, and I will take you guys on a special tour where I will show you how it looks like, what kind of awesome technology we have at the lab, and how users and employees interact with our newest prototyping technology. So let's go.
After the course, the user is ready to go and can use a variety of state-of-the-art prototyping equipment like 3D printers, laser cutters, 3D scanners and much more to create awesome projects as well as tinker with all kinds of materials. Obviously, we won't let you down on your journey through the fascinating world of prototyping. Our experienced and friendly staff members will guide you on your first steps and help you wherever they can with soft as well as hardware related issues. Doesn't matter if you are a newbie or a professional, we're here to help you and make your projects become reality. Integrated into the ViNN Lab concept is our Kiwi Lab. The Kiwi Lab represents an approach where we try to give young tinkers from elementary schools, high schools or even kindergartens the opportunity to experience the new prototyping technology we provide at the lab. Together with our experienced Kiwi staff that work on small projects with laser cutters, 3D printers and Arduino software boards. By doing so, we make sure they have fun while tinkering and learning about this new technology. Besides its activity as a point of contact between the community and newest prototyping technology, the lab serves as a place for our research assistants and staff members to work on research-oriented projects. We mainly focus on investigating new forms of prototyping technology and their possible implementation in the community as well as industry.
Now that you guys have a small impression from the lab, I would like to give you a tour through all the different prototyping technology we have, as well as all the small equipment and other stuff we have at the ViNN Lab. So let's go. Now we want to come to the core principles of the ViNN Lab, the 3D printers. With me is Martin, our 3D specialist at the lab, and today we want to talk about a little bit what kind of awesome machinery we have and how all that stuff works. So Martin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, hello guys and girls, I'd like to welcome you all to this part of the ViNN Lab tip series. My name is Martin Guhl, I work here at the ViNN Lab as 3D print operator for quite some time, and to give you an overview about all possibilities you have here at the ViNN Lab, today's focus will be on our 3D printers, the models and the things you can do with them.
Well, we have quite some stuff to see then, I guess. So Martin, tell us a little bit about those printers first.
Well, these are our MakerBot Replicator 2X models.
Okay.
These are used for consumer printing and operate at a medium level of detail and build space.
Nice.
Usually we equip them with ABS plastics.
Okay.
These printers are the most common used for visitors in our lab. And if you want to start with 3D printing, I'd recommend you using this machine. It's the thing to go.
Awesome. Very nice. Thank you for this overview. But what about this machine right here?
Yes, now I'd like to show you our Makerbot 5th generation printer.
Okay.
It's quite similar to the 2X versions we've seen before.
Nice.
And the main difference is that the 5th generation is equipped with PLA plastics only.
Okay.
And operating on medium size as well. This is also very friendly for beginners, and because it's using the same OEM software as the 2X models.
I see, okay. Fabulous. So what about this guy over here?
Yes, we will now take a glimpse on one of our top-notch printers here at the lab.
Okay.
The Markforged Mark II is one of the newest printers we have here.
Okay.
The printer is capable of printing ultra-strong materials such as onyx, a nylon-carbon mix.
Okay.
Further, these can be supported with carbon fibers or Kevlar fibers or fiberglass. The build factor is relatively small, but at a very high level of detail. Due to the complex software and the pretty expensive material, we only recommend this printer for serious users, having a deeper printing experience and high requirements for their parts.
Sounds very interesting, thank you. Nice, but can you also print in multicolor?
Yeah, for this purpose, the Sigma is the machine to go.
Okay.
This is actually the newest printer we have here in our lab.
Awesome.
And as you can quickly see, the printer differs from all the other as it has 2 extruder heads.
Nice.
The Sigma is the printer to go with if you like to print multicolor objects. Okay. Unfortunately, it can only handle PLA materials.
I see. Astonishing. And what would be the biggest ABS printer we have at the lab?
The X400 is our biggest ABS printer.
Nice.
It's this blue printer over here.
Okay.
And the building space is rather large. As the name suggests, it's 40 by 40 by 40 centimeters.
Okay.
And the print quality depends strongly on the G-code.
Okay.
In this case, we use simplified 3D. In order to get really good results, you should have some experience with 3D printing and slicing.
I see. Very nice, but what about this beauty over here?
Well, this is our Formlabs Form 2.
Okay.
This is the only SLA printer we have here at our lab.
Okay.
And other than the FDM printers, it hardens resin via laser.
I see.
Although the objects must be very small, you can achieve very high detail resolution. The software is very user-friendly, but in order to operate the machine at best, we would recommend you to get assistance by our staff.
Sounds interesting. Do we have anything else regarding 3D printers that stands out?
Yes, of course. We have our big webs down
Okay.
at the ground level in House 16, and I would invite you to get along and have a closer look on these machines.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Yeah. So here we are in our workshop in the ground level of House 16. This is where our heavy machinery is based.
Nice.
The big webs are one of the biggest printers available now.
Okay.
They can print objects as large as 1 cubic meter. The big webs operate with PLA plastics, and due to the impressive size, large objects can be printed fairly quickly.
I see.
At a medium level of detail. These printers are mostly used for commercial printing.
Nice.
If you have a project that requires a larger printer, please get in touch with our staff. We will happily discuss the details with you. So that was it with our 3D printers we have here at the ViNN Lab. I hope you liked this short clip and are interested to get more information. Yeah, and I hope to see you soon at our lab.
Thanks a lot, Martin. That was very interesting and fascinating.
See you soon.
See you soon. So here we have one of our very frequently used devices at the lab. With me is our laser cutter expert Patrick, who was kind enough to give us a little insight into the world of laser cutting.
Yeah, sure.
So Patrick, what kind of lasers do we have at the ViNN Lab?
Currently, we have in use 2 40-watt carbon lasers here from company USA.
Okay.
Yeah, and they enjoy great popularity among the users because they are really easy to use.
Awesome. And what kind of materials can be lasered with those machines?
Using with this bundled light in the infrared range on a base plate of 60 to 30 centimeters, a lot of different materials can be lasered. That means computer controlled, you can, for example, laser cut acrylic glass, cardboard and paper, MDF or thin plywood up to 5 millimeters. And many more materials such as stone or glass can be engraved with the laser.
Cool. Sounds very good. And how do users usually laser stuff, and what kind of things are very popular among them?
Engraving is pretty easy.
Okay.
One needs only an image file, and the rest is done by the software. Yeah, and cutting with the laser is there is required a path. Yeah, and which is best done with a vector program like Inkscape or, for example, Illustrator.
Okay. And what is very popular among the users?
It's very popular just before holidays or birthdays to engrave his loved ones in wood. For example, and there come a lot of them.
Awesome, awesome. So the laser cutter, a true workhorse in every Fab Lab. And due to its easy to use interface and straightforward working method, a must-have for every Fab Lab. Thanks a lot, Patrick. I gotta go see some more stuff.
Thank you.
Besides printers, scanners and lasers, we do also have some more electronically orientated equipment at the lab, which also gets a lot of recognition from our young tinkers. Right now I'm here with Eva, our specialist for the Arduino soft as well as hardware and for the Kiwi Lab initiative. So Eva, what kind of awesome hardware do we have for the youngsters?
Right now we have 10 Arduino physical computing platforms,
Okay.
as well as 5 Makis, a lot of wires, as well as conductive foil, etc.
Cool, pretty nice. And what exactly do you guys use all that stuff for?
Well, Arduino and Makis make it very easy for us to develop and implement different workshops for every age range.
Okay.
In those workshops, usually younger tinkers learn the basics of electronic circuits as well as electricity itself in a playful and fun way.
And that has a lot of impact on the community, I guess?
Yeah, we see the Arduino and Makis as a big part of our contribution to teach the community about different technologies.
Very interesting. Thanks a lot for those insights, Eva, and see you again later.
Another crucial and frequently used component of our lab is the cutting plotter. I'm standing here with Isa, one of our employees and specialist for the cutting plotter, and she will give us little insights into the mechanics and hardware of the system. So Isa, how exactly does the cutting plotter work?
Yeah, the basic principle is pretty straightforward. Our vinyl cutter cuts foils and papers with a small knife and is very precise.
Okay.
Users mostly create stickers, wall tattoos, or individualize shirts or backpacks.
Awesome. And how does this exactly work?
Yeah, first you have to create a cutting file with a program like Illustrator.
Okay.
And note that all objects you want to print on fabric need to be mirrored.
Okay.
After cutting the object into the foil, you have to remove all parts of the foil which you don't want to appear on your shirt.
Mm-hmm.
With the heat press, you transfer the foil to the fabric. To finish your personal sticker, you have to apply the foil to a special transfer foil and then just stick it somewhere.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Isa. Alright guys, now we want to take a closer look at our VR technology at the lab. I'm here with one of our leading VR and YF experts, Manuel, who will give us a deeper insight into the world of VR technology. So Manuel, what kind of VR applications and technologies do we have at the lab here?
Yeah, so besides our Samsung Gear equipment, we have one of the current high-tech VR device, namely the HTC Vive.
Awesome. And what do our users mainly use that technology for?
So we mostly use it for entertainment and modeling purposes.
Sure.
So when users come into play, we most of the time start by letting them play a game to let them experience the VR technology, because this probably has the most impact when trying VR for the first time.
Sure, sure. But you can do way more than just play games with VR,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. So with advanced software, it is possible to create objects in virtual reality,
Okay.
which can then be exported and be printed with one of our 3D printers. And in addition to that, we also have a lot of modeling software available.
Okay. And are there any downsides to using this technology right now?
Yeah, well, since it's high technology, it takes quite some time to set up and to understand all the crucial components.
Sure.
But once you get a hold of it, it's quite easy.
Cool. And are there any limits to the technology right now?
There are no real limits to technology, since the industry is pumping out more and more neat applications for VR.
Okay.
And we are very excited to see what else is yet to come. So, for example, in the future, better resolution will increase the immersion even further.
Awesome. Sounds good. So here you have it, guys. The VR technology. Something awesome to not only replicate something in 3D, but also to entertain yourself. Awesome. Thank you very much, Manuel, and see you next time.